cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is Days of Our Lives edition. Today is Tuesday, December the 26th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a solid 7. It was a 7. It set up storylines for the rest of the week. So, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. We see, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So, we see everyone is over at the Kyriakis household to celebrate Christmas. So Justin's there. Xander comes over with the baby. So he's there with Sarah. Maggie, of course, is there. Um, and Alex Teresa ends up coming over. And so they're excited to see them. They didn't think Alex was going to come, but he says, yeah, he wanted to spend Christmas with them in order to honor his father. Is anyone else besides me finding it weird that Alex is kind of just distancing himself from Justin? It almost doesn't seem natural. Like we not understand Victor is his father, but at this point, it almost seems I don't know how to explain it. It almost feels like he's like Justin, stay away, not in a rude manner or anything of that nature, but his relationship with him doesn't make sense when that is the man who raised you this whole time. I would have thought that Alex would have been more like, Victor might be my biological father, but you're my dad. But he doesn't even call Justin dad anymore. He calls him Justin, and I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think in the comments. Let's keep going. So then we see they come over and they're talking and everything. And then Brady comes by and because Teresa had asked Sarah, does she need her to hold the baby or anything? Because Teresa's feeling a little guilty about what she's done, and Sarah's and Xander just say no because the baby was a little fussy. And they say no after everything happened with the kidnapping. They really just want to keep it with just them as holding the baby and everything. They're just um overly cautious at this point. And she understands that. So when Brady comes, she's like, oh, Brady's here. And they have really nice words to say about each other as far as Tate. And she said it sounds like he enjoyed his time with you and you guys had a great time. And then he tells her he wish he could have been with Rachel. And I said, now, Kristen, now you know you are my girl, but you didn't let this man see Rachel on Christmas. Baby, when Kristen said, I'm done with Brady, she meant that. So Teresa said, I can't believe that. She said, I'm glad that no matter what happens between us, we never got to that point. But, anyways, that's it, y'all. Let's move on. So they're all enjoying Christmas together, and then here comes Constantine. Hello, Maggie, I brought you a gift. And this time he did get her a lace tablecloth that actually came from Greece, excuse me. So, of course she's happy about that. Everybody's kind of they're looking at Constantine like, something ain't right. I don't know what it is, but I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know, something's not right. Anyways, Constantine goes off and Teresa follows him. And she's like, because he tells everyone that he's leaving town. And she's like, oh, I'm glad you're leaving town. He said, I'm not leaving town. Actually, I plan on staying here tonight. And she said, what? Why this man sprang his ankle on purpose? I said, baby, you are a con artist through and through. Okay. Okay, Sheila Carter. This man sprang his ankle on purpose. And Teresa is looking at him like, oh. And can I just say, for some reason, Teresa looked really pretty today. I don't know if they done something with the wig. It's like they made the roots darker on her wig. But anyway, she looked gorgeous today to me. So he did that or whatever. Now in the other room, Alex is just he's talking about, oh, I gotta write all these thank you notes. Sir, you are the CEO. You need to thank these people. And so Xander said he would help him. It was a mess. It's like let Alex run this the way he wants to, and then Xander, you can come in whenever you find out that Victor was actually your father. It's a whole mess. Anyways, Constantine comes hobbling in. Oh, oh, oh. And they're like, Maggie's like, oh my gosh, what happened? And he says, I sprained my ankle. No, he said I hurt my foot, and so Sarah, of course, is a doctor, so she looks at it and she said, "Oh, it's a severe sprain. It's not broken, but you can't go anywhere tonight." He said, "No, I have to catch my flight." And Maggie said, "Nonsense! You'll stay here." And um, Al, Justin and Alex are like, "Do you believe this?" And Justin said, "No, I'm having a hard time believing this." And then Brady and Xander are like, "It's always something around here." So, anyways, everybody starts leaving, and of course, now Constantine has to stay with Maggie until he gets well and everything. So he's back in the house where he wants to be, and that's it, y'all. That's pretty much it with them. Oh, and Maggie gave Alex Victor's watch because he got it from his dad, so she's giving it to Alex. So that was a nice little gesture. But let's move on. So then we go over here with Harris and Chad. Harris comes in and he's like, "Chad, I didn't expect to see you." And Chad tells him about his breakup with Stephanie. And then Harris tells him about his breakup with Ava, that he kissed a good woman, but they were drunk and it was an accident. I said, "Oh, so you're not going to tell him it was Stephanie?" Don't be childish, girl. Okay, sorry. So then he tells him, he kissed a good woman, but it was nothing that came from it. I said, if I was Chad, when I find out you kissed Stephanie and was talking to me about it, I'd be upset with you, Harris. But anyways, so they're just having a drink together, and then Everett comes in, and he greets Chad, and they tell Everett to sit down because he's a lonely heart too. And because at first Everett just wanted to say he and Stephanie worked together because he was talking to Harris, and Chad said y'all had a more than just a working relationship. So we that's why they tell Harris about the whole thing with Stephanie and Everett having a past intimate relationship. And Chad was being weird about it, like, yeah, why we both like Stephanie. I said, well, all y'all done kissed her at this point. Oh, but y'all just don't know Harris has. So, anyways, Harris was asking Everett about him, and y'all saw how Everett dodged that question and started turning it around on Harris, like, "Oh, I'm just a reporter or whatever." I said, "Why you don't want to answer the question?" So they start talking about the his Harris background, and he says it's not really helping right now because he's trying to crack down on the drugs in the town because ODs have been going up. Is it ODs? I guess, child, I don't know. But they've been going up, and so they're trying to figure out who's pumping the drugs into Salem. And Harris said, but he's going to figure it out. And then he gets a phone call that says, hey, there's a shipment going down. And he said, can this source be trusted? And they say, yeah. And so he's like, I got to go. Everett wants to go with him. He said, no, you need to get clearance and all that so you can tag along. So then Harris leaves, and Everett and Chad talk, right? And as they're talking, Harris, Everett says he really wants to get involved in this case, like doing some investigating reporting. I said, oh, Ava, oh. And so they were like, yeah, maybe. Chad was like, yeah, make your money, earn your keep. And so, child, we'll see what happens there. Everett got a lot of secrets going on his own. Anyway, so then we go to Ava and Stefan, and they're in the back of the bistro trying to get this drug run that Clyde has set up. So they're trying to get everything together, right? So while they're doing this, Stephanie's still talking about Gabby, and so he lets us know by telling Ava that yes, Gabby now knows about everything, and she's gonna be She's scared, but she's gonna be watching her back more in prison. And he said, and the nurse at the infirmary is just heartless. She was just telling them to suck it up, and Ava said, "Well, I guess nobody really wants to work on Christmas, and after you've been in there for so long, maybe you become that way." And he was like, yeah, that's true. And he said, but we got to get rid of Clyde. Like, we got to figure out a way to do this. So anyway, they're going back and forth or whatever. And then the drug shipment comes, and it looks like flour, right? Like lots of flour. But in reality, you open it up. Stefan opened it up, and it's drugs. It's like pills. And Ava said, that's a lot of pills. And then at that point, Harris comes up and he says, Ava, Stefan, what are y'all doing? And I said, "Oh Lord, why don't y'all tell somebody?" Now he did tell Stefan did tell Ava that he told EJ, and he said, "But EJ not gonna help us." And she said, "He's the DA and he's your brother. Now he's gonna be coming for us." He was like, "Not unless like something comes up, like we actually get caught. He's not. But he was like, I had to tell him because he's a Demira, but of course he didn't help. And she was like, of course he wasn't going to. But anyways, again, Harris came up on Stefan and Ava, so we're gonna see how that all turns out tomorrow. And that was Days of Our Lives, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and enjoy these last few days into the new year. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.